Good morning, Spartans. You have reached the tutorial on linking pages and then adding CSS to those linking pages. So I'm going to start with putting all the pages together in pure HTML form, and then we're going to add a CSS page, an external CSS page that will give our page a look like this. This page is divided into div tags, so we're also going to see how to divide our HTML page into div elements. And then at the end of this tutorial, which may comprise of 3 videos, maybe 4, maybe only 2, we'll see, but we're going to have a navigation bar with a drop-down menu and a hover effect with the changing of colors. Okay, so if I were to look at the source here, here's our doc type. You may recognize the UL tag, unordered list, right? Let me zoom in a little bit. So here are the div elements. Div is short for dividing or dividers. You're going to see how that's made. You can see our CSS style sheet attachment here inside the head tag. If I click on the style sheet, you can see all the different rules that are made for the HTML document. Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to close this out. I'm also going to open up my index. I'm going to open it with a text editor called Sublime. Now I'm using my MacBook, and so I'm using a different program because of it. So Sublime is for Macs. You guys have the Notepad++. Alright, I'm going to just delete all of the extra stuff. While I do that, you're going to do the same thing. You might still have BG color equals, we'll just say, what, red. Get rid of all your attributes, all the color that you added to your original HTML page. For instance, let me go into my portfolio page because I know I didn't fix that yet. So you see this? Let's just get rid of all this stuff. Just delete it. Get rid of the center tags. Okay, I want you to do that first. So pause the video and get rid of all the little coloring you did on your HTML page, and then start up the video again. Okay, I'm going to pause myself and do the same thing. Okay, so what I've done is just write up a basic HTML page. I've got my structure here. I got my opening HTML, my closing HTML, my head tags, and inside the head tag is my title, my first web page, or I'm sorry, my first website. Below the head tag is the opening body and the closing body, and inside that it says welcome to my website. Okay, I'm saving as, and this is an index.html. I made a new folder called linking pages. Remember to do that. You need to save everything to your folder. So I'm going to save that, and I'm going to go ahead and view. Now I'm not real familiar with this program, so let me see, file, let me pause it, I'll be back. Alright, as far as I know, Sublime text editor doesn't have the same function as Notepad++, so you've got a good program there. I'm sure there's other things in Mac that I just haven't discovered yet, but anyway, we'll just stick with this. So here's my first website, here's the title, here's the headline, H1, right? Okay. Now below that you have an unordered list, and I'll do that really quickly. I did make a video a number of years ago on how to do this. So I'm going to just go really fast here. This will be the home page, and that's the first one, and then this one will be the portfolio. Okay, and this one is the About Me page. Okay, and finally, contact, right? Okay, and then I'm going to close that up and save it. And so we'll refresh this. Let's see. See what the problem is here. Control S and refresh. There it is. Okay. Now, I remove this underscore here and save it and refresh. Okay, so looks good. Now I'm going to pause the video, save some time, and I'm going to create anchor tags that will help link these pages. Okay, so I'll be right back. Okay, so got all the links, and just to be clear, we got the open bracket A and the href equals, so all lowercase. Now the only file I actually have is the index, so what I have to do is save as 3 more times. You might recall doing that during our class period. Okay, so I'm going to do that now, and I got to make sure the names are correct, otherwise it's not going to link. So it's just going to look like that. So right now there's no pages, so that's why that's why it's looking like that. The only page that exists is the home page, and it works. So I'm going to go to File, Save Page As, and oh my. Okay, let's see if I can get to it faster. Let's see, I got linking pages. Where is it? Okay, I'm going to do 1, and then the other ones will be the same. So this one's going to be called portfolio.html, and I'm going to save it. Okay, and I'm going to do it again 2 more times. Save page as, and this one's going to be called about_me.html. Save, and 1 more time. Save as contact.html. Okay, and I'll save it. And they're all going to look the same because the only difference you can just see inside the URL window, the only indicator that they're different. Otherwise, you got to title these a little bit differently. So why don't I do that at another time? Okay. The last thing I'm going to do though is I'm going to put another unordered list inside this portfolio. So this is going to be something that you're going to want to do. And these are going to be devoted to the different pages of pictures. So the first list is going to be Photoshop. Okay. And I'll close that up. The second list, unordered list, well, the unordered item, I should say, is Illustrator. And the last one will be Flash. So I want my portfolio to link up to these 3 different pages. Okay, and then I'm going to close that unordered list, which is inside of a list. So that's why this is important to get that outside there. So I'm going to save, and I'm going to refresh. And there you go. And these are also going to have links to separate pages. Okay? So you could just simply do that by doing the link tag here. I'm sorry, like that. And I will be calling this, we'll just give it a dummy text right now, but I'll call it ps.html. Okay? And then I'll close it. Okay. All right, I'm going to pause the video and do the rest for the other pages. Okay, so to finish up my unordered list, remember we have the whole thing is an unordered list. That's why you have the bullets. These are the list items. And then I've got another unordered list inside of Portfolio because I want to focus on 3 different galleries, sub-galleries in the portfolio. Okay, so they all link, but just not to these pages just yet. So I will be doing that at some time. Now what I'd like you to do, I'm going to stylize one of these pages, right? I also have to add those other links to the portfolio page. Okay. But what I'm going to do is title the pages differently. Okay, so one says portfolio, one says about me. You probably already have this, but if you're starting from scratch, that's what you're going to want to do. I will show you how to do the portfolio. So what I got to do is I got to open up the file. I'll double click portfolio, and it's just going to look just like the other one. Okay. But you can see it says portfolio right there, so make sure it says portfolio. But so I want to change the title and I want to change the header just to make things simple. Okay. Let's see. I got to go to here though and open it up in my Sublime. There it is. Okay, so here's my portfolio page. I'll just put portfolio, and then I'll put welcome to my portfolio. Okay, and I'll save it. And I do not want to purchase anything. Okay, so now I'll refresh it, and there you go. Home and portfolio. Home, portfolio, perfect. And I didn't spell portfolio right, so I'll just do better. Save and refresh. Okay, I'm going to pause the video. I'm going to do that with the other pages. Okay. Okay, so I have formatted the different pages. Here's my index, portfolio, about me, and contact. And you can look up here too. The tabs are all different. Okay, so these are your basic HTML pages. Now remember, a few weeks back we did an underline. That's called the horizontal rule, the HR tag. Take that out as well. I want you to take all the color out, all the centering, okay, just bare bones, just like this, okay? And let's see if I can zoom out on this, and I don't think I can. No. Okay, so unfortunately I can't zoom out as well. Let me see if there's a view zoom out. I don't see it, but okay. In any case, I'll probably pause the video and figure it out. Okay, I did figure it out. So there it is. There's your basic structure. Okay, not a lot here, but that's where the CSS comes in. So what I'm going to do is add a new video. This one is just setting up the HTML with linking pages. And so this is part 1. Okay, thanks for watching and stay tuned for part 2.